peer-to-peer in-app purchase subscription, which would actually blow my mind if we actually we land that when it's over. Get ready. But as we come up with ideas, we need to protect those ideas. We want to scale the team, like the catch-up functionality that Ramiro's talking about. But then we want to be disruptive, and we became disruptive another time yesterday because we launched Watch Party, which you guys are looking at right now on Fanbase, which is the ability to pin a video link right now, a YouTube link at the top of an audio room, and experience an audio room with your friends, react to content, talk about content, chat about content in real time. So it adds another layer of engagement to Fanbase audio, which I think is extremely important. And tonight at 9 p.m., we are having a vice presidential debate watch party live on Fanbase. So tune into that.
That's going to be awesome.
It's going to be awesome. JD Vance and Tim Walz are going head to head, and that'll be a really interesting debate because we're moving up on the election, getting very, very close. But watch party is something that I think people are really excited. And I'm gonna tell you later. I made a list of like 10 disruptive things that you can do with watch party, and the things they are, they'll surprise you.
Be careful what you say.
No, I'm not.
You never know you're gonna hit because he listening to
No. I'm not. I'm gonna tell you when we get done. But
okay,
I got 10 disruptive things that you can do with watch party, and they're awesome. That's what we want to do. We want to continue to build disruptive functionality. RTMP streaming is something that we really want to get into. But you can stream now, like we're doing right now. If you're a streamer, you can go live and go straight from YouTube and pin your stream to the top of an audio room inside Fanbase and play your video games, which I did yesterday. I played Call of Duty for 38 minutes, and I might do that again. But it's really fun to do that.
Yeah, it is. We can definitely get creative. I'll mention a few other things that I think are important to note in our roadmap. And again, this is pending on us continuing to progress for the race. Number one is definitely e-commerce is going to play a big piece in our roadmap as well. We want to bring e-commerce into the Fanbase community. We know we have a lot of entrepreneurs, businesses in here, so we want to support and give value to those, and e-commerce is going to be a piece of that. Also, we're going to hopefully get very soon to the business profile as well. We just introduced Profile 2.0, so there's going to be other ways we're going to be able to support the businesses. Isaac just stepped out because I think we're running out of juice. Hold on. Let me move this. Hold on. Give me a second.
Oh, yeah. I might give you some slack.
There we go. You got it? All right. No worries. So as you can see, there's a lot of reasons why we're looking for this money, why this money is important for Fanbase and the growth of Fanbase. But definitely we're hyper-focused, and we want to continue being nimble and being very conscious of how we spend this money as well. So with that said, I'm going to also announce through here just 3 of our core, there you are, core objectives for Q4. We always define our OKRs every quarter. And this quarter, we're definitely going to be focusing across the board on growth, retention, and virality. If someone asks, what is the best way to help Fanbase, is to create content and share it through Fanbase. That's the most powerful action that you can have. But Isaac, what other ways can someone help by helping grow Fanbase?
Well, I mean, community building like that the network effects of a social media platform are extremely powerful. So, a lot of you have met on Fanbase, but what I know that is more powerful is when you bring your friends to a platform that you find. You guys are the pioneers of Fanbase. So way before the millions and hundreds of millions and hundreds of millions of people get here, you guys are here before anybody. And so as you bring your communities directly into the platform, bring your friends. Like, if you're 25 years old, bring 15 of your 25-year-old friends to the platform, bring your communities to the platform, because, we're getting better. And I think that being ahead of the game in social media platforms is a powerful thing, because when Fanbase scales, you guys have the earliest opportunity to grow with the platform before anybody. Those people that were on Vine early, were the ones that wound up being the superstars of that generation, or the TikTokers, or the MySpacers, or the people that were on Twitter and Facebook and stuff like that. And so you guys have an early advantage to take care of this, but it also happened by bringing your community over there. So when I learned about certain platforms, I would get all my friends to join the platform and like, look, come on over. And I know we're in this oversaturated world of social media and stuff like that, but it's okay to be a pest. It's okay to be like, yo, you got to come over here and try this, and bother them until they get over here. And once they get over here, they be like, oh, a lot of people get over here and be like, I didn't know fan base like this. Yeah. I see what you're talking about. This is dope. Like, watch party's cool. So, you gotta be a little bit of a pest, but it's okay.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Well, let's look at some of the questions that are coming through on both the stream and also the chat room. The first one is, someone say, I'm a new investor. Honestly, I know zero about investing. Can I just leave the money and do nothing? Will my investment grow?
I mean, absolutely. So, I mean, you don't have to tell people to come to Fanbase. You're not a social media person. I mean, you're investing in a tech startup, and it's our job to really, continue to scale your investment by building the best company we can build. So yes, you can do that. And what happens with your investment, and what I tell people all the time, is there's three eventualities in an exit for Fanbase, which are liquidity events, which is an IPO. So we become a publicly traded company on the stock market. We get acquired, or you merge with another company, and that's when you see a return on your investment. Now, by saying that, no company, no investor in any of those other companies I'm talking about saw a return on their investment until exactly something like that. So the people that invested in Facebook, the people that invested in Apple and Google and Microsoft and IBM, they didn't see a return until the company was either acquired or they went public on the stock market. And then those investors were able to sell their shares. You are no different than those wealthy individuals that had the same opportunity to do so. So you can, make your investment, let it sit. The true time it takes to really scale a company to an IPO is probably 8 to 10 years. Really, when you do it. I mean, some companies are still private. It took Uber 9 years to go public, from the time that they started to the time they went public. Some companies go public a little faster. Some companies go public a little longer. But the eventuality for every person that is invested in Fanbase is to have some sort of exit. That is my intention. So my intention is for you to get a return on your investment. I'm not going to hold this company indefinitely as a privately held company and not let everybody see a return on their investment. Who wants to do that? We want to see people get paid. So you can do that.
Definitely. Someone else mentioned, I've been with you guys for maybe about 3 months, and I'm really new at all of this. Is there a class for us beginners? Because I don't want to miss any of the greatness. So I want to say that there's many ways that you can learn about Fanbase. Mm-hmm. The first one is, if you go to learn.fanbase.app, you're going to see we have a set of articles and videos that explains you everything. What is Fanbase about? How can you make money? How can you use the verticals? I also encourage you to get support from the community. We have a very active community. So going through the audio rooms, we have onboarding audio rooms for some of our users. We have a new amazing group of ambassadors as well that are constantly onboarding new users. So everyone that uses Fanbase consistently is always empowered to help other new users. So I definitely encourage you to use that. If you go to Fanbase 101 on Fanbase, that's an account, you will also see other videos that will help you understand the app as well. I encourage you to join not only this audio conversation, but also Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern time is my Thursday Tech Talk. Come on over. There's no such thing as a basic question. Come and ask the questions, and I'll be glad to help you as well.
Yes, indeed. Someone says, is this live or a video? This is live, Bernie. We are live right now. Shout out, Bernie. We are live. You can broadcast live into Watch Party in Fanbase audio. So please understand that.
Definitely. All right. I'm going to go through some questions here on the chat room. Mm-hmm. Someone asked, any thoughts about integrating crypto payment functionality?
See, I mean, I'll share my opinion. I'll share my opinion. I think that the world is definitely headed towards crypto. The thing that I know that people are very, very, very protective of their money. And so until massive amounts of people really understand crypto, I think there will be a transition. Let me ask your opinion on this. I think that we will move to probably digital currency before we move to cryptocurrency, meaning we're almost in a digital currency now, which means we don't really necessarily use paper money anymore. And I think once people understand once money becomes virtual or digital, then I think the understanding that turning it into crypto and other things like that will be more acceptable. Now, outside of that, blockchain, I've been having conversations with Ramiro about that because, the last week or so, I've really been jumping into AI, and I've really seen like, we're going to have content attached to the blockchain. Your identity is going to have to be attached to the blockchain because it's so good now. You're not going to be able to trust who calls your phone or who you talk to on the phone in a few years because of AI. So those things are definitely part of stuff we want to do. But I think crypto payments, we're open to it. We've had those conversations before. Nothing's off the table when it comes to the future.
Yeah. So definitely, I think the crypto crash to me was a good thing. I know a lot of people got hurt by it, but it was almost like a cleanse of all those companies that they were not for real and they were scamming people.
Yeah.
So I think those that are still standing, people are still heard about it. So that's why every time someone says crypto, like, oh man, that's a scam. But you said it right. You gotta step backwards and think about the blockchain technology, right? And I definitely think blockchain is gonna have a big role in the social media and creator economy as well. And we actually, many years ago, we put together a roadmap for blockchain for Fanbase that included a lot of the things that we're talking about.
Yeah.
We're still not there, like you said, but we definitely have it in our horizon. And in fact, one of the efforts that we have with this money was to eventually start digging deeper into that roadmap for blockchain as well. So, like you said, we don't discard it. We definitely see that it's going to play a big role in the future. So,
absolutely.
All right. There was another question. Someone said, when is the next update? So sometimes
yesterday.
Yeah. Don't get spoiled. Sometimes so our development cycles are 2-week cycles. We call them sprints, which means that you are guaranteed that every 2 weeks, you're going to get a new release. Most of the time, the new release comes with new features, such as watch party. A lot of times comes with improvements and bug fixing and so on.
Right? We just redesigned the profile.
We just redesigned the profile.
We redesigned the profile.
We
got
did
profile.
watch party.
Yeah.
So we're spoiling our users. So we're gonna continue definitely with our 2-week sprints. Having mid-release or hot fixes are not very frequent. They're an exception. We definitely wanted to bring watch party earlier, just because today the debate, we thought it was very important to give this tool to you guys. But the idea is next week we have another release. That's the release for the development cycle. And then after 2 weeks, we'll have another one and so on. But again, one of the things I love about our team is that we have that nimbleness that we can say, hey, it's an opportunity. We can't just wait until 2 weeks.
Yeah, because 2 weeks ago, I asked Ramiro to build watch party and they built it in 2 weeks.
One day they're going to build a story about you and I, how we started. I still remember the first year we started Fanbase on a Saturday, you saying, Ramiro, we need to release it. Come on. I was like, Isaac, if we release, oh no, man, we're going to have some problems. Remember that?
Yes.
And that's how we're ever improving.
My patience has improved.
No, I mean, I think we both improve our own ways. Like you gave me so much flexibility, creativity, vision. And I think in some way, I gave you a little bit of structure, a little bit, not a lot.
No, he gave me a lot of structure. I'm still a loose cannon every now and then.
I don't want to structure too much because then we lose all those great ideas, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. So every 2 weeks, you're going to get a new release and we're going to continue doing that. All right. Let me see. I saw a few other questions. I don't want to miss anything. I saw you say, is this live or a video?
Yeah, I was like, we're live right now.
Yeah.
It's 5:32 p.m. EST.
I'm seeing a lot of people loving the watch party. We're going to talk about.
Look how clear it looks. I look good. I'm looking at myself in the app right now. This is really good. I'm a good looking dude with some lights on me. Ramiro's handsome, but I'm handsome too.
I don't know, man. The light is right on my face. All right. So, so why didn't you stream Fanbase sooner? I'm sure I understood that question. Usually for Tuesday town halls, we do stream through Fanbase, but today we wanted to switch it up and do watch party. Right now, it's available only through YouTube. That was strategic
Yeah.
because we wanted to give you something that you can widely use and stream. But we're gonna.
It offered two things. It offered the ability for already existing videos and live streaming out of the box, right? So you can do that because we're building live streaming ourselves in the fan base, but we wanted something that people could really understand with future of social audio, the experience could be. And let's because here's something that's all right. Now I want to have this conversation quickly because we haven't had this conversation, because the conversation of video and audio has been discussed a lot lately. And I would like to let Ramiro at least offer or understand, like, how long ago did we design or prototype video in audio rooms? It's been
a while. Unfortunately, a lot of times we go through a path and we do the roadmap and we start prototyping the idea, and then something else comes up that we got to prioritize. But we did this a very long time ago.
I remember it's like 10 months ago, 11 months ago, we started talking about this.
Yeah.
But we had to refactor the feed. That was something that took precedent over this. So we could, introduce the suggested posts and add more things to the feed. And then the opportunity came to be able to add watch party. And we wanted to do that. And so we did it. And and at first, again, these guys are geniuses. I was like, how long is it going to take to do? And we don't know if it'll take forever or it might take a long time or not or whatever. But they came back and said, we can do it in X amount of time. I'm like, wow, really? Let's go for it. And, it was a challenge, but kudos to the team for putting in, the hard work, long hours, and getting us, live with this.
Yeah. I want to answer a few comments more than questions before we jump into the roadmap.
Mm-hmm.
So for those that are Android users, we actually have a challenge for the Android team. We know that in the past month or so, there's been some crashes. Again, I want you guys to understand the complexity and the beauty of Fanbase. Fanbase has 6 content creation verticals in one app. You have your Clubhouse, you have your Instagram, you have your TikTok, of course, not with all the functionalities in one place, right?
Yeah.
And that brings a lot of challenges. We know how to solve them. We know how to make them scalable. We're getting them better and better every sprint, but it takes time and resources. And that's one of the reasons why we're looking for this money as well. But we do recognize that in Android specifically, there's been some more than usual crashes. We always aim at least 99% of crash-free sessions. That's our commitment, our goal. There's, especially in Android, there's 20,000 plus different type of devices.
Say that one more. So please say that again.
20,000 plus types of Android devices, right?
So when a bug happens on the phone and it's like, oh yeah, the app is buggy, this is why we say shake your phone. Because when we say shake the phone, it lets us know what device, what OS. It gives us the information, because bugs are like crimes. You have to have the evidence to solve the crime. It's easier to solve bugs on iPhone because how many iPhones is it?
Well, there's not a lot, but
yeah.
But definitely
it's easier to track down a bug because you can pull out the however many iPhones there are and then say, all right, this is what it is. And sometimes it might be iPad or something like that, or somebody might be using a beta operating system or something like that causes an issue. But that's the importance of, rather than ever telling us about an issue, is shaking your phone, because that is the best and most fastest, efficient way, because it really goes into a queue and it helps us solve bugs and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, definitely. So we actually have, we recognize what kind of crashes are happening, we identify them. We are actually solving most of them. And within the next few releases, you're going to see a big improvement on the experience for those Android users. Like I mentioned, while it's not easy, we have full visibility of what's happening. Every time you have an issue, we'll see it, but it also helps for you to report it. But we're definitely going to be on top of it. And our promise, just like we're doing with iOS, is to get to at least 99% of crash-free sessions for all of you. Mm-hmm. Crashes will continue to happen. We want that to be the exception, not the rule. It's not like it's a rule right now, but still, we are, I always say, we're ever-improving perfectionists that has to choose battles sometimes, but we are perfectionists. We don't like when we see a bug or when something happens. We take it personal, So our promise to you is that we're going to address it. So I just wanted to say
Hey,
that.
I've seen this question. I've seen this before on Android. The Android bug detector is very sensitive. Like if you barely shake your phone on Android, it sets it off. Can you adjust that
Well,
inside of Android?
we can adjust it. We adjusted it already because before it was even more sensitive. But we can definitely adjust it more, and that's not a big deal.
Yeah. So for you have to shake the crap out of your phone to get it to work. But I mean, if it's sensitive, send that in as feedback because we'll adjust it. Because I mean, it happens. You know, the bug reporter by shaking your phone thing is pretty interesting.
Yeah, and again, I'm taking notes of some of the things that you guys are sharing here as well. I'm pretty proud of with the small team that we have, especially on tech support. Nothing goes unseen. Sometimes it might take a few hours or a day to get back. We try to prioritize because we get a lot of feedback from users, which is great.
Yeah,
but we have full visibility. Everything gets sent to the right people, gets triaged. And in fact, every month we have a report from tech support sharing what all of you guys are saying beyond bugs, ideas, and ask as well, suggestions as well. Yeah. So keep that coming. You guys are making us better. And please be patient. We appreciate your patience as well. We're not ignoring it. We're definitely doing everything we can. All right. I have a question for you before we continue answering questions.
Yes.
So you say you've been playing a lot with AI lately.
Yes.
Okay. It's crazy how fast it's evolving and how it's affecting every day. So let's talk a little bit about the negative and positive effect of AI in the creator economy. And when I say the negative is there's a lot of people that suddenly are feeling like they're going to lose their job.
Right.
Right. But also that brings opportunity. Right?
Yes.
So talk from your perspective, your vision of how AI is changing the landscape. Don't say our AI ideas, please, because I know that's the tough part.
No.
Don't give them the AI ideas. And then I'll talk a little bit about AI and the AI roadmap in Fabric.
Well, I mean, so just diving really, really deep into AI in the last, couple of weeks, like going above and beyond what I normally would do, because now once I started using these tools, I said, let me see like how powerful AI is. I think content creation is going to be so easy that the barrier to entry for being a content creator is going to be zero. It is not going to take a lot to be a content creator. So on the what it would normally take to create a video, edit a video, voice a video, put music to a video would have cost, thousands and thousands of dollars just maybe 2 years ago, a year ago. But now there's these programs that allow you to create. So what's in your mind, you can actually, it can come out and be used these programs to do that. With that being said, that means that there's going to be a lot of similarity in AI. So I think AI is going to create a lot of, I'm not gonna say copycat content, but standing out because of AI is going to be a lot harder, which I believe that in real life content is going to be something that becomes more and more popular and powerful. So as a content creator, it's not going to always be so much about the photos you make or the videos you make, but the reality that you create with the content, the reality that's associated with your content, because the biggest form of in real life content is sports. And what I mean by that is everybody saw if you did watch the Alabama UGA game, see that right there is what is, because it's so unpredictable and you don't know, that's what's really, really exciting. Not so much the photos of food or your vacation, because everybody's going to be able to do that. I'm going to be able to put myself on the moon. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what is that? But being a content creator that is more personal and in-depth and creative using AI to talk about reality is going to be extremely, extremely powerful. So I think the bad side is that, yes, the content editors and the videographers and stuff like that might have a harder time making revenue. But I think if they become good at prompting, because prompting is a skill. I'm using AI right now and I just throw generic prompts in there, but there's a real art to getting exactly out of AI what you want out of it. It's like entering the right coordinates to get to the spot that you want. And so if you're really, really good at that, you have an opportunity to be very, very successful in the AI space as a prompter and really getting the most out of AI. So that's the gift and the curse on my end of what I see.
I love that. I love that. I want to mention also a little bit of the AI roadmap here at Fanbase. We talk about AI all the time. In fact, we use AI. We use AI for our algorithm. We're working and experimenting with AI models as well, because as part of the efforts with this money is we want to start bringing AI to the insights that we want to start giving to you. We've been implementing a lot of insights tools. I mentioned we did a partnership with Branch.io, and we're getting a lot of amazing data that we now know that is valuable, and we want to start grabbing that data and giving it to our users and creators so they can make better decisions. But we don't just want to go and throw you numbers and throw you things so you can make sense out of it. We want to bring AI into the picture there as well. Okay, so definitely AI is in the roadmap, and like you said, as AI progresses, it also brings us challenges, right?
Yeah.
I know that's a lot of bots being created with AI, fake content, and those are challenges that we're also already considering and saying, okay, how can we get ahead of the curve and start working with those challenges as well? So, I just wanted to share this because even though we briefly talk about it, we never actually, go in depth. And I think everyone, needs to know what's inside our brains as well.
Yeah, because when I start thinking about AI and what can be done inside a fan base, my mind goes like, wow, there's a lot that can be done. So I'm excited about that. And the good thing about that is like whatever's in my mind, there's a team of really talented individuals that are like geniuses that can make those things happen. So it's like being able to dream into reality, working with Ramiro and the team. So I think it's excellent.
Awesome. All right. Something that I didn't mention that I always do, and I want to make sure, talk about the extra perks and the extra reasons why you should invest in Fanbase.
And as soon as you do that, I'm going to talk about the process of investing in Fanbase.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right. So there's extra perks for investing in Fanbase beyond everything we just told you why you should be part of Fanbase and why you should own part of Fanbase. If you are a past investor and you reinvest in this round, automatically you're going to get 5% bonus shares. Okay. So if you're looking for a reason to reinvest, if you've done it in any of the 3 prior CF rounds, here's another reason why you get 5% automatically when you reinvest in Fanbase. Then we have 5 tiers for perks. Tier 1 is if you invest $600 or more, you're going to get to be part of our early access list, so you can get to experiment new features. We're getting better and better. One of our promises in Q4 for the product team is how can we involve our investors, our early access users into these features so we can get feedback and get you to also feel special about it.
Yeah.
So we're going to do better about it. Tier 2 is $1,000 or more. So if you invest $1,000 or more, you're going to get 10,000 labs so you can use and support inside Fanbase. You're also going to be part of this early list, and you're going to get a verified profile badge. We also have a tier 3, which is $2,500 or more. You're going to get everything that I shared, 15,000 labs. You're also going to get a Fanbase t-shirt, which, by the way, I mentioned we do need to restock.
Yeah.
Seal, I know you're hearing this and you're...
Seal, we need money for t-shirts.
Yeah, we're going to start getting new t-shirts. And I know, Isaac, once you say we need money, it's not like he's going to do exactly this one. He's going to come up with new ideas. So yeah. So definitely for tier 3, if you invest $2,500 or more, you're going to get a Fanbase t-shirt and also verified profile badge. Tier 4, $5,000 or more, and you're going to get 20,000 labs. You're going to get the early access list, the t-shirt, and you're also going to get the gold verified profile badge, okay? And then 5% bonus share. So if you are a prior investor and invest $5,000 or more, you're going to get 10% bonus shares. You're going to get the 5% from being a prior investor plus the 5% from tier 4. So extra incentive there. And then last but not least, and this week we got to know several of you that have done this type of investment. So I want to say thank you so much.
We have a lot of tier 5.
So if you invest $10,000 or more, you're gonna get everything that I just shared. You're gonna get the t-shirt, the early access, 30,000 labs. You're gonna get a gold verified badge, and you're also gonna get 10% bonus share. So if you're a prior investor that reinvests $10,000 or more, you're gonna get 15% bonus shares. That's a lot of bonus shares.
It's a lot of bonus shares.
Yeah, definitely. So, and also you're going to get to have an amazing evening and dinner with us. We're going to get all our Diamond Tier 5 investors together when the round closes. Now, I want to say something that I haven't said before, is that if you are an existing investor and you haven't gotten your perks, please reach out to tech support, because we're going to start giving perks as soon as you're a confirmed investor. Now, you got to be confirmed investor. And now I'm going to transition to Isaac to explain, when am I going to be a confirmed investor? What is the process?
One more thing I want you to tell people, though.
Yeah.
Perk stacking.
Yes, that's true. Sorry. We actually do allow stacking perks. So if you invest $600 today and then you invest $3,000 tomorrow, we're going to the early access list, dinner, t-shirt, and the badge.
Yeah.
We cannot control and we cannot aggregate the bonus shares. That's something Start Engine does, and unfortunately we can't stack those. But everything else we do. We want you guys to have those perks, so feel free to reinvest, reach out to tech support, and we'll start delivering those perks to you.
Now, we'll talk about the process of investing in Fanbase. So when you invest in Fanbase, you invest through startengine.com/Fanbase. So if you've been listening to us right now and want to invest, go to startengine.com/Fanbase and create an account. Look at that and make that account your wallet. That account is your wallet. That is where you will hold your shares. We are not the custodian of your shares. We do not hold the shares. Start Engine is the company that facilitates the raise on behalf of us and you to make that possible. When that happens, you create an account and you invest in Fanbase. Your money goes into escrow. People don't know what escrow is. Escrow is basically like money limbo. It's in between, the parties, right? While some processes go through. One of those things is a money laundering background check to make sure that you aren't laundering money, which tends to happen when people do these crowd funds or other things like that, and the money sits there. Once that process takes place, and I've had investors say that it took place like in less than 48 hours, 24 hours sometimes. Sometimes it can take longer. But once that happens, you will receive an email to say, okay, you've passed the money laundering background check, which is like 99.99999% of people pass the money laundering background check. But you'll get an email to say, confirm your investment. This is a crucial part of the investment process, because sometimes people think that once you just hit invest, you're done. You are not done. Because with equity crowdfunding, the SEC wants to give the investor an enormous amount of consideration and time to decide if this is what they want to do with their capital. So for that reason, you will have to confirm your investment. Once you confirm your investment, that money goes into a disbursement queue, which is like a bank, right? That sits over on the side. And then when we make a capital call to Start Engine to say, Start Engine, the money that we've raised, we want to put that money into our bank account and use that money to help build the company. Once we call on that capital, you are invested in Fanbase. So if I run through this process again, you create a Start Engine account, you invest, your money goes into escrow, you go through a money laundering background check, you get a confirmation email that says that you want to invest, that money moves into a disbursement queue, and then once we put those dollars in our bank account, you are then invested in Fanbase. And that process can take anywhere from a couple days to a week. But we've been able to do that even with the money that we've raised this last, week, 8 days, over $600,000 or so. We've gone, move really, really rapidly. So thank you, and to all the new investors that have taken part in joining the company.
Definitely. So I just saw someone. We have a few things, but so someone said that the audio in the. I think we might need to tweak it for next Tuesday.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm looking at it right now because it should be louder, but I don't know.
We'll get better. We'll get better.
Get better. Let me turn it up. Is that
we're doing agile development here? We're doing phased out perfection. Someone said, please create more GIFs.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
But
I'm a GIF maker.
Well, but actually, we have a lot of GIFs.
We have a lot of GIFs though. We have
Jiffy.
about
we have.
If you go to Jiffy, we got about 10 or so GIFs in Jiffy. Yeah, for sure.
So make sure you check in Jiffy and you show up more than there. Someone said, well, when you guys create the t-shirt or you bring more t-shirts, will that be on the Fanbase shop? Yes. So once we restock the merch, they're going to be able to you're gonna be able to go to shop.fanbase.app and find them there as well.
Stormy wants the multicolored, unique Ike version T-shirt.
I don't even have it. That's how special it is. So we'll see if
we're gonna make the fan base gradient tee available, but Sil has to give us permission to do so. We don't do anything without Sil letting us do it. So
all right, So someone said, Rama, I invested in the third round of the crowdfunding and reinvested again days ago. Will this be stacked for perks? So the answer is yes, from the perks that we can control. So reach out to tech support, let them know that exactly what you just told us, that you invested on the third round and you reinvested again. We'll verify the amounts. Now, have in mind that we get the information from Start Engine once a week. So sometimes we're a week behind on who's a confirmed investor. So if it doesn't happen this week, just do it next week. But definitely now what we are not going to be able to do, and that should have happened automatically, is the stack of your 5% bonus shares for being a past investor. You should have gotten that, but everything else, yes, please reach out to tech support and we'll gladly stack those for you and give you the perks. All right?
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
Time to close it up right here.
I think, yeah. Oh my God, it's 5:54 already.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so let's do a recap, Isaac. You're also really good at that.
So we are raising $17 million in a Regulation A equity crowdfund on Start Engine at startengine.com/fanbase. That gets you for $399, which is the minimum to invest. That gets you 60 shares of Fanbase stock at $665 a share at a valuation of $160 million. We have currently raised about 2.8 million. I don't know. We look on the, I think it's close to 2.8. It's 2.7. 2.7 something.
I'm confident we're gonna get to 2.8 and pass it.
Yeah, we're gonna get 2.8 and pass it. So we're getting every $1 million milestone. There's another functionality that we can announce or something. What are we gonna announce for 3 million? I don't know. We got to think about what $3 million milestone will be. But yeah, we want you to go to startengine.com, become part of this company, use this platform. As you can see, and again, I'm gonna tell you this, and I don't think you guys know this a lot because you guys aren't privy to some of the conversations that I have. But one of the things that I've been doing is sometimes venture capitalists reach out to us and inquire about Fanbase. And I've had a few VC meetings, let's say in the last month, because people are asking and inquiring about Fanbase. So one of the things that they always say is like, I'm blown away at what you guys have built with the amount of capital that you raised. I'm telling you, it's like they're blown, like they really.
You tell them put the money where.
I know. I say put your money where. Well, if you want more, but they're blown away, which is something that I think is, I think really powerful, is that we're proving that we can sustain and grow and build, which is why capital is so important. And so the things that you want to happen at Fanbase, the best way for those things to happen is for us to be able to raise that capital. So that's why I tell you all the time, invest, tell your friends to invest. Look at some of the clips from Investathon, some of the things that were said. I'm going to continue to post some of those clips, but there was a lot said about the importance of being an owner and investing and having that opportunity to do so. So for sure, we want to make sure that you guys are part of that. So go to startengine.com/fanbase and invest, become part of this company, become part of the community, and continue to help build this platform. And we continue to disrupt social media and the creator economy, which is going to be every person. Start thinking of the creator. Start thinking about that you are part of the creator economy now, and understand that.
Isaac, I know you can always do your magic. Eventually, maybe we can do it today, but for next Tuesday, I want everyone to see our Fanbase promise. The video that we did.
We can play it through here.
Can we?
Yeah, we can play it through here. I mean, I can run it.
I think it's a great ending because that really talks about what we stand for, what we're here to do.
Yeah,
and it's a great way to close the Tuesday town hall. So from my side, I just want to say again, thank you so much for everyone that supports us and has been part of the Fanbase journey. For those that are new, please try Fanbase, share your feedback. Definitely, we encourage you to not only be a user, but also become an owner of Fanbase. And want to say thank you. Just continue supporting and sharing the good news about the platform, the company.
Yeah, Sally, it says, I'm confused. I received an email that my account has been approved. What else do I need to do? I don't know what is that you mean. Are you talking about as far as Start Engine, or as far as investing, or as far as using the app? because those are two different things. But if you want to further that conversation, email support@fanbase.app and they'll get to you and handle that conversation. But again, thanks guys. I appreciate you guys tapping in, tuning in. And we'll be back next Tuesday. I want to, maybe we can bring some people.
Yeah, we're gonna start bringing some. I think we should bring some guests.
Yeah, bring some guests.
Spice it up a little bit.
Spice it up, especially now with Watch Party. You can have fun with this.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much.
Yes, indeed.
Have a great rest of the week.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Later.
Can you? You can play the video. Fanbase?
I'm on our Fanbase YouTube. Yeah.
The live make. Fanbase?
I'm on our Fanbase YouTube. Yeah.
The light makes me look whiter than I am, man. I don't like that.
Let's come on over here.
Like I haven't slept in 5 days.
You gotta come over here. Scoot up. All right, yeah, it's gonna be fun. All right. So now we start the audio room. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, got you up too. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why is it? Okay, make sure you guys can hear us. The mic doesn't sound necessarily the best, but we'll see here.
See, and the light is right on my nose, so it does a 2x on it.
Hold on, I got the audio customization set up. Yeah, webcam customization. All right, let's go. Let's see here. All right, let me start this room.
I might join if we're not going to talk through there, I'm going to join the room through my computer.
Yeah, okay. Hold on.
I have to find some budget for a restock of merch, man.
Yeah, I know.
Things are shrinking. What's going on, guys?
There's 3 people in here.
want to get started, head over to Fanbase Audio. We're going to do a watch party on Tuesday Town Hall Tuesday, how you want to say it. Make sure you do a recurring, eh?
Okay, yeah, hold on. Let me do that then.
Just copy that. So we don't lose any web
traffic.
Web traffic.
Oh, I could have.
Well, looks like they're done. Thanks for listening. We got a little after show, little technical things going on, but thanks for listening. This is Joyce Memoirs. All right. Thanks for listening. Bye for now.